Good news out of Europe over the weekend is the Greeks confirmed that they had sufficient voluntary support to support their debt restructuring. What this means is that they have met the qualifications to enable the EU to pour in more than 130 billion euros in order to enable the Greeks to pay back their bonds as they become due in March. Is this the end of the Greek crisis? Difficult to tell given the fact that the Greeks still have to maintain their austerity measures. However, this is obviously a good first step. Good news also out of the US, as labour data showed that the US economy appears to be still in recovery mode. It seems that more than 220,000 jobs were created during the month of February, which exceeded analysts' expectations. In terms of January, those numbers in terms of job creations had also been revised upwards by around 41,000. Although US unemployment still sits at 8.3%, this was expected and everything seems to be moving in the right direction. So what impact did this have on markets? Looking at the European markets, they were relatively flat, as were the US markets, indicating that they'd probably priced in the Greek moves. On local markets on Friday, both the ASX 200 and the NZX 50 were up. On currency markets, the Kiwi fell against most of its major trading counterparts, falling through the 82-cent US barrier. As expected, lamb schedule prices over the last couple of weeks have gone backwards, and we expect them to continue going backwards for some time to come, perhaps even through the $6 a kilo barrier. Stocks and chillers are beginning to build up, and that's not a very good sign, particularly at this time of year. One of the primary reasons why there's such difficulties is because the UK is just not importing as much lamb as it has in the past. In fact, the 2011 imports were down roughly 13% on 2010, down to roughly 88,000 tonnes. This experience is also representative of what it is in Europe, with the European importation of lamb also backing off significantly. One of the reasons why not a lot of lamb is being exported, apart from the grass market, is in fact that prices are down significantly on the 2010 level, roughly 28% in terms of an indicator rate for kilos of legs of lamb. However, if you look at the 5-year rate, it is in fact 11% above that, so it's not all bad news. So where is the lamb finding a home? Well, one of the success stories is the fact that exports to China are in fact going up. In fact, Chinese imports of lamb are up roughly 12%, and that bodes very well for the future in terms of developing markets.